Oh, and just answer them straight to camera? The talent I would most like to have is I wish I could speak every foreign language on the entire planet.
You have a new show on CNN, basically a weekly series bringing a different subject that concerns Americans. So what was kind of the genesis for this series, and why CNN, and how did that all happen?
When we first started meeting with CNN last year, they were kind of just exploring, talking to people about, we want to start doing documentaries. Well, maybe we'll start doing doc series. And so we floated this idea out to them, last May, June, and they were like, we love it. This is exactly what we want to do. And anytime you get a chance to do, I think, a smart, challenging show, you should jump at it, because those chances are so few and far between in the TV business these days. And they just, they let us run with it, and it's been awesome. The words or phrase I use more than anything is probably awesome when describing things that I'm excited about at work, things that people do, something that's happened. So I'm going to break out my thesaurus and change that. Now you've made me. Now you've forced me to have to do that. Nothing will be awesome ever again.
And how did you choose your subjects? Like, you deal with immigration, you deal with a lot of
We deal with immigration, education, guns in America. And I mean, a lot of it is just like as the debates that you hear happen every day.
And does it still have your kind of signature humor attached to it?
I think there's a lot of funny in the show. I mean, I think the show is fun and engaging. I mean, you still do learn a lot. Even when I'm holding a giant, 5-pound bag of marijuana, there's still something going on, and, a little beyond that. My heroes are my parents. My mom and dad were just so fantastic and such great supporters of me from such a young age, and just, I think, gave me all the courage to kind of go out and do what I have done, with my life so far. What did you learn specifically in this first show? There's a real right and wrong idea, that people have this conversation about when it comes to medical marijuana. But I think the thing that I really love about the show is you start to see the people that are truly affected by it. We live in a country where we medicate people like that. Mm-hmm. We will put somebody on pills in an instant and look for pills to solve our problems. And I met people who were on 6, 7 different medications who, once they started going to this clinic and getting medical marijuana, are now off all their medication. When you start hearing stories like that, it puts a very different face on it, and these are faces we don't get to hear from. And I think that this show does a great job of kind of changing your perspective. That's great. And how many documentaries are on the series? 8. There's 8 episodes. Yeah, that's great. And it's cool. We cover a lot of great topics. So we start with marijuana. We'll end with unions, and we'll be dealing with bankrupt cities and migrant farm workers and immigrant labor, and it's great. My greatest fear is being eaten by an animal. Like, the idea of becoming part of the food chain, and that's how you die. Like, you're swimming in the water and suddenly you get eaten by a shark. I pinch myself all the time. I am a fantastically lucky guy. To get to do what I do, I feel really blessed, and I've gotten to make what I want to make. I mean, that's the other thing. I've never had to make a choice to do things that I didn't want to do. It's basically 10 years since you were making Super Size Me. Yeah. Yeah. Which if anybody's been looking... It would have been, exactly 10 years ago right now. I was in an edit room. We were trying to finish the cut to make the Sundance deadline, which was in September. How is that trajectory for you? Obviously, you gained, I forget what the amount of weight you gained. About 27 pounds. Yeah, in a month. Have you ever been back to McDonald's? No. The last time, when March 2nd, 2003, when we shot... There was a party scene at the end of the movie. When we shot that party scene, that was the last time I walked in one. That's great. Yeah. And for the CNN series, do you have a special episode that you like more? Oh, yeah. Probably my favorite is that we do an episode about end-of-life care and elder care. And I move in with my 91-year-old grandmother. I remember I called her up and I said, her name's Tootie. And I said, Tootie, you want to have a roommate for a week or so as we shoot our new TV show? And she goes, well, come on down. So I went in, moved in with her, brought all the camera crew, and, we just, did live the life of a 91-year-old for, about a week and a half. All right. Thanks, Morgan. Thank you. Good to see you. I consider my greatest achievement to be my son. I love my little boy. He means more to me than anything. And when I look at all the work and everything that I've done, I'm proud of all the work that I've accomplished, but I'm much more proud of seeing him grow and change and become like this little gentleman. Cool.